Okay, Kelly, your package has arrived, so we're going to go ahead and get things opened up and have a look at what you've sent. Okay, looks like a bezel insert. Okay, so there we go. All right, so let's have a look. Okay, cool. So what we have here is a 6309 7040 water resist Japan from 79 that has been modded to a Scuba Pro. All right, very interesting. Ooh, got some fuzz on the hands here, a little bit of an issue there. Okay, so case has seen some life. For certain. Got some wear use on there. Alright. Yeah, it's a bit, it's been used. You got some small spring bars in here, so that makes your band very loose. We can put some new spring bars if you want to keep this band. Alright, just condition wise. One thing I've always heard is that if your watch says Scuba Pro, assume it's an aftermarket dial. You have an aftermarket dial, insert, and hands. So your bezel insert is for aftermarket. Definitely the Scuba Pro is from the aftermarket. And the hands are new. Your bezel insert, you sent me another one, so we'll put that one in. For sure. But yeah, unfortunately, unless you know that it's come from Scuba Pro and it's the right provenance, it's definitely not the real deal. All right, let's have a look and see if we can get into your case back here and see the shape of your movement. Condition here is everything. Starting point is always important to understand. All right, I'm gonna have to take your case back off on the machine, so I'll be back in just... Okay, so here we go. All right, well, it's a bit grim in here. This is, wow. All right, well, you definitely have a movement that has been replaced with, I would say probably a Southeast Asia dress watch model. This is not the original 6309 from 79 that came with this watch. That I can kind of discern from some of the details here. Specifically you don't have your movement retaining ring anymore. You have this plastic ring that comes on dress watches. This is incorrect for a Seiko diver, this weight marking. I mean, from the perspective of a movement, it's a 6309 17 joule movement, but it is definitely not the one that came with this diver. I think somebody had some parts and pieces and assembled a watch for resale. It looks like it's been a little wet. Definitely have some wetness evidence. Yeah, barber's a little worn. I look at this and I you know, it's your watch. You got slipping of your mainspring. Ooh, that's not good. I can't put power into the mainspring. So either your mainspring's broken or something else is happening. This is one of those situations where you open up and you scratch your head a little bit. I always struggle with aftermarket and with the amount of investment that it takes to get a watch up to speed and back to original. This watch will never be back to its original form, and you're gonna spend a considerable amount trying to get there. And I don't even have some of the parts that this requires to make it right, unfortunately. Well, look, we'll do this. We'll talk. We'll see if you want to dive deep, not to use a bad pun, into this watch. You will never get back what we invest, unfortunately, as it comes from. And this is just me trying to be fair and kind. I think it's a decent watch, but it suffers on a lot of levels in terms of originality and quality of the components. I'm going to put it on the time grapher. We're going to take a look. So give me one. Okay, so for a watch that I can't really get power into the mainspring, it's actually doing pretty well. I don't know how long this power will last, but as it stands, it's okay. You got beat error and some rate. Those are two things we can always adjust. It's the amplitude, of course, that we're always shooting for better amplitude. And this is unserviced territory. It's sort of light on the power, and it's going to be a challenge to get a watch like this up to speed for a couple of reasons. I mean, it certainly has seen some water, and that is pervasive. So, all right, well, we'll come back. It's not terrible. This is not a terrible amplitude or range to start with. Certainly have seen worse. So let's get back to the bench. Okay, we're back. Well, I want you to let me know. This is a watch I think you wear and I think you enjoy. I don't want to denigrate it. I certainly, I'm not an aftermarket guy. I'm not big on mods. But you're going to be spending the value of one of these in. Not a Scuba Pro, of course, but a 6309 that's original. You could buy one for what you're going to invest in the service. I'm just not sure that this, to me, my personal preference, if that's the right move. If it's the right move for you, we'll go there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do things like get you a proper movement retaining ring. I just don't have them in stock, and they're very hard to find. And I feel a little bit remiss at putting this back together the way it is. But there will be caveats with the service because it's not original parts. So I just have to make you aware of all of that as we get started. All right. So, all right. I'll send you this video. We'll have a look at what you really want to do, and if move forward is the way, then we will move forward and get your watch in the best shape we can possibly get it. So I will be in touch, and we will chat. All right. Thanks for watching.